Ha! And welcome to episode number 1 of the High Def Skimp Killah show in high def. And you might be wondering why I don't have a shirt on right now if I'm trying to impress the ladies. Yes. And it's hot as fucking shit outside. Because I'm so excited about my high definition camera, I brought it with work and I decided to do the weather report for you the people. So in case you were wondering what the weather was like in the King Soopers parking lot earlier today, let's take a look at this clip. It's about 30 seconds long. Skimp Killah here, live weather report from my car, my break at work. And it is motherfucking hot. So hot, it's distasteful, it's oppressively fucking hot out right now. I feel the heat on my skin and my face, and my hair, and I'm sweating and I probably smell bad. And that's the weather report. It's motherfucking hot. How do I turn this off? And I think that should have covered it. Alright, let's pull up the show. It's not ready. I just kind of hopped into it because I'm so excited about this camera. So, alright, now that we've done that, we're going to jump to some other cool shit. This is going to take some editing on my part. And it's these things on the internet, they call them memes or memes or memes or meme. I'm not 100% sure. I used to just think it was just a picture with funny words on it. But they have a name and it's M-E-M-E, however you want to pronounce that. Memes. Where? Because I need to talk about the ones we're going to be showing here. So I had my shot at it. I did 19 of them because I downloaded an app. On real quick, word from the sponsors, because you can probably see that a lot better there. That's the Kindle Fire by Amazon. They send me lots and lots of money and keep sending me money. Amazon, they don't really, but they should, because I pimp their shit. Alright, let's get to these memes that you yourself can make with the Kindle Fire if you go buy one. See Amazon, I'm helping you out here. Alright, so lean back so we can get space for them. Alright, so first one we have here is Middle Eastern man. Alright. Now we have an old lady. She's looking at the computer there. Right here we have this guy. He's looking pretty crazy there. I think, well, it explains itself. Oh, there's Obama. Oh, I didn't put that one in. That's racist. That's messed up. There's a cute little dog with a message for his owner. Here we have I do. Computer editing, isn't it great? Come on, I didn't make somebody put that in there. I didn't do that one. Here's somebody else. This is me when I get home from work. I smoke a bowl and then yay porn. Oh, we got Chuck Norris here. Good old Chuck. Love Chuck. That's another one I didn't do. I didn't put that. Somebody hacked into the Skimp Killah show and is trying to make me look like a racist. See? Exactly what I'm talking about. Race jokes aren't funny. Here's Casey Anthony. If you don't know who she is, go Google her. Here's a wee little ginger kid, hated by society mostly. Young girl having a new experience in a truck stop bathroom. And here is somebody a lot of people know and like. I mean, everybody loves boobies. And a little kid. That's the last one. So that let me exit out of here. Get back to my show, because I have it written down here. So boom, wait, whoa. What am I doing? Okay, so we're going to just talk real quick about Coney 2012. And it's all stupid. And the dude, I'm going to put it to you guys in a nutshell. Like, one of the main dudes behind the Coney 2012, after this all came, got big and famous, he got arrested, and you can look this up on the internet if you haven't seen it on your friend's Facebook. But he got arrested for jogging down the street masturbating his penis. So, when you guys are getting all hyped up about everything and wanting to send your money, and celebrities, I guess, got on it, but I don't know who's famous right now. But yeah, guy, if I was running down the street and jerking my fucking penis off, you wouldn't be like, hey, I should give that guy some money. He seems like he knows what the fuck's up. And he says dehydrated. It's fucking LA, and how do you get dehydrated in LA when you're rich? That is done. Here we now have, we're going to go into some TV show ideas. We've done this before, and it's a good fucking idea. What's the camera's, I'm going to see a little flash on the screen thing. I don't know what it is, but it's still recording, so that's good. TV show ideas, since I have my own TV show. And my first TV show idea, we used to talk about this a lot back in the day at King Supers on the night crew, is the queer factor. And what this would be is a lot like the Fear Factor, but instead of like having to, you'd still be eating like donkey penises and stuff, but the penises, they'd still be on the donkey. It would just be a bunch of vile, disgusting, terrible shit, like, would you suck a horse's dick while a goat fucked you in the ass, like, and your best friends watched, like shit like that. And that's basically the whole idea for the show. It'd probably have to be on like Showtime or HBO or something, or a gay porn website. But we always thought that was a funny one. And some people, we'd be telling, hey, and this one guy, but no, I would never, that's fucking gay. You know what? I'm going to tell you right now, you put $1 million in a penis in front of me, and I'm going to fucking suck that penis, and I'm going to suck it well. I'm going to earn my $1 million, because I believe in hard work and earn your fucking pay. If I'm going to get $1 million to blow a dude, obviously it would have to be a dude if I was blowing him. But you gotta make it worth it. So if anybody out there wants, I'm not sure if it would be a good blowjob, because I don't have any, I know how it feels to get my wiener sucked, but that's about it. But if you want an enthusiastic blowjob from a young fucking straight man, and you have $1 million, follow me on Twitter. Next, here's an idea for a show, and it's called Eco Cooking, and not ecological, like economical. And since I got this fucking camera and I was all happy and excited and fucking stoked, I went out and I fucking did it. So here's a little bit of eco cooking, a tip for a present, a gift to all my fans. And that is how to cook my famous shit. And we're gonna cut to that right now. I just got this camera. And this is Eco Cooking with Skimp Killah. Today we're going to go over probably one of my favorite delectable dishes for you guys. And that is, of course, spicy macaroni. Go over our list of ingredients we're going to need here today. And a little bit of half and half will come into play. And I usually use different noodles than this, but these are the only noodles I had. I didn't want to drive to the store, so you need that. You're going to need a little bit of good old Tabasco. Next, we're going to need right there, that's some Velveeta queso blanca cheese there. And you can use just regular Velveeta. It's got to be Velveeta because the way it melts is better. You need a frozen hamburger patty there. And you're going to need a pot with water in it and a pan. And obviously a stove to put those on and heat them up. First things first, what we're going to do right now, so we're going to just chop that up a little bit. Now for this, I like to use a plastic spoon here, a plastic knife. What you want to do is just kind of cut this up into a bunch of small little pieces. That way it melts easier, and when you're ready to go, you can just have your cheese right there ready. This stuff, let me tell you, it melts perfectly every time. It's delicious. So Kraft, if you would like to send me some money, please do that. I work at King Soopers. We have a generic version of this. Little less pricey, not a whole lot less pricey, but a little. So maybe they want to send me money too. And if there's any other brands that make a similar product and you'd like me to endorse it, let me know, and I can go in and re-edit and say, you know, well, what I really love is Joe's brand processed cheese food stuff. Don't know really what it is, but it's good. And that's a lot of cheese there, so we're going to just mix that all up. And voila. Now once we have that going, and if I was smart I would have already had this going, is we need to get that water a-boiling. And then what we're also going to do, I'm going to take this frozen hamburger patty here, put that on the pan, turn that to medium, and you turn the water, you put that on to hot, and it'll boil. And once the water starts boiling, we're going to get back to you with the next step. And for this, you just kind of let it heat up a little bit, and you flip it over, and we'll get more in depth with what to do for that. But you put it on the medium, and then you get the water boiling, and we're going to be right back. And as you can see there, the water is boiling. So the next thing we're doing, we're going to take our noodles here. And go ahead and do that. I'm going to put some noodles in there. I'm not sure if you guys can see what we do here with this thing. We just kind of sit it on there in that medium temperature and just kind of, we're going to want to just break her up in little bits. And I'm the cameraman right now, so it's a little hard to do. You might, hold the pan so you can get a better grip on that. But you get that, you break that in a little bit, so we'll come back to that later. You get your noodles boiling and boil them for as long as you want. And you can use whatever noodles you want. I usually like to use small shells or the elbow macaroni. But you just get that in there, you let her boil, do that thing for whatever that specified amount of time is, and it'll tell you on the noodles. And then another thing I forgot real quick is you're going to need one of these plastic things. You need a fork, and you're going to need a spoon. It's most likely going to take longer for your noodles to boil than your hamburger to cook. What to do? Simple. Once your hamburger's cooked, go ahead and turn her from medium, which is what we started at, remember guys? And then we go all the way down there to low. And we just let it sizzle and simmer. And as you can see, if you're observant, or because this is a motherfucking HD, I put some seasons on there. And I'm going to reveal my secret seasoning blend. Right now, it is, of course, McCormick's Original Taco Seasoning. Put a little bit of that on your hamburger. So again, McCormick's, if you want to send me some money, right now actually real quick, Miss Dash, Kroger Crunchy, Betty Crocker Roasted Things, Walmart Brown Sugar, Creatine, more McCormick's Black Pepper, generic alternatives to stuff, lots of stuff. All you guys, please, 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 please send me money. I just promoted your shit, now it's gonna fucking like gangbusters. That magical moment has arrived and the noodles are done cooking. I think, I hope, because I haven't used these kind of noodles before. So what we do now, zoom in here in high def. I'm going to turn that to medium, zoom back out in high def. I'm going to take this pot of noodles here, pour that right there into the, some people call it a strainer, I call it a noodle and water separator. Put that right back there. Next, we'll take our half and half here, just a wee bit to help smooth things along. As you can see, just a very small amount of that. Next we come and we grab our cheese here. Remember, it's got to be, you can use real cheese, but it's much more difficult to get that good sexy melt with just standard real unprocessed cheese. So we put that into there, let that kind of heat up, shake that around. Kind of do a little bit of that motion right there. And what that's going to do is get any extra water out. So next we're going to add these back in. I hope I don't spill a bunch of them. I usually have two hands for this. All of them in there. And then next we're going to stir that around a bunch. And that's going to be a little difficult for me to record and do at the same time. So once you've added this into there, you stir that around, then you're going to add this in once it's done stirring and melting, and then we're going to get back to you with the secret. Now if you follow the instructions, you should have something that looks like that. You take it off the stove. Doesn't that not look delicious? But now the secret that makes it so delicious right here, I gotta do everything with one hand, so it's strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You put 10 squirts of Tabasco in there. You stir that around some. And then you use that fork, which we previously talked about. And that is how you make my world famous spicy macaroni with beef. You can also add bacon. I didn't have any bacon or to put the bacon in there, but bacon makes it even more delicious. And I'm really excited because I'm high and I'm about to go eat this, and this shit's fucking good.
Hey there, Skimp Killah. What's an easy and economical way to get your dishes clean without having to use a whole lot of extra soap and also do something good for your dog?
And we're back. Next idea, that was funny, that was good. We're gonna have more of that stuff. You can learn some more of my top secret recipes. They won't be high def. Another idea I had, and I think I might have talked about this on another show, is a lot along the lines of the Tweakers reality show. But this would just be the Lucky You Motel show. And I'm too lazy to do it now. You guys wait on the next, maybe not the next one, but I'm gonna fucking go chill and fucking stake out the Lucky You and fucking just give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. And I really, man, maybe I'll fucking, if I get fucking motivated before I put this out, actually I'm gonna get motivated, so you know what? Nope. Cause I don't know how, I mean, I'd have to be there for a long time to maybe see some. On another Skimp Killah show, I promise, I'll show you guys, but you'll understand. But it's a fucking It's a motel in the middle of Inglewood. Like, this isn't a tourist attraction. There's no airports. It's basically just a bunch of tweakers and hookers and tweakers. And maybe a crackhead or two in there. Next idea for a reality show is Glory Hole. And this one, pretty much, you know, a glory hole. But there could be a bunch. It could be kind of like the Queer Factor, where maybe you don't know, like, you know, and you have to, like, get. Maybe that could be the show. Like, you go in, you know, you put your wiener in the hole, you get the blowjob, you come out, and the host will be like, all right, you know, you can win $50,000 if you can figure out, you know, which of these three people gave you the blowjob. And, like, you know, behind door number 1, it would be some beautiful blonde girl. Behind door number 2, it'd be some beautiful brunette. And then maybe you could, like, throw a dude in there to really fuck with people. But then I don't know if they'd want to be on the show. But you'd have to guess who gave you the blowjob or something. You can make a reality show out of glory holes. I'll be back with that one too. Here's another one I recorded previously on my shitty camera, but I'm going to re-record in high def because this is the high def Skimp Killah show in high def now. But that's romance tips. A lot of my friends are always asking, like, Skimp Killah, you know, all the ladies fucking love you and want to throw their vaginas at your fucking penis. You know, what are your secrets? Well, again, much like that last clip we did with the food, here's another gift for you, my friends, that want to make some summer love, some summer romance. Hey there, Skimp Killah here with some romance tips. Yes, it is that time. Summer. It's hot. You take your shirt off. The ladies wear less clothes. Everybody's sexy. Everybody wants to fuck. So, whoa, I meant everybody wants to romance. So here's some romance tips. First tip for romance, be sexy. Take a look at me. Think I have a problem pulling in any ladies to get some romance action? Hell no. When they see these tattoos, this mullet, and my badass motherfucking Camaro, they're like, damn, that dude knows how to party, and I want him to party my vagina hard romance. So, if you can, try to be sexy like me, or Christian Bale, or Ryan Goslinger, or Johnny Depp. Or, if you really want to pull in a lot of ladies, try to be as sexy as Brad Pitt. Next, ladies love alcohol. And if you feed the ladies alcohol, their natural inherent love for penis will skyrocket. You could give a little bit of alcohol to an Amish church girl, and next thing you know, she's on a table putting her titties right in your face, giving you a lap dance like a Tallahassee hooker during Mardi Gras. I just freeballed that shit. But yeah, give the ladies some alcohol and they'll definitely want to get romantic with you. And if you're a dude, don't drink all that alcohol. If you're anything like me, I drink some alcohol. Hard for me to keep my penis romantic. And all that alcohol churning up from the romance, I puke a lot if I'm drunk and I get romantic with a lady. Next tip, never, ever, ever, ever wear a condom. What do condoms do? Oh, they protect. STDs are not that bad, guys. 2 of them go away with a pill. The other one doesn't come up that much, and I'm pretty sure they just cured AIDS in Germany. And think about it, let's say you get one like the herpes or the warts that don't go away. Eventually they will find a cure. And plus think about this, there's probably a lot of sexy ladies out there that have herpes that don't get romanticized because people don't want to get some herpes from the romance. So if you have herpes, you find a sexy lady that has herpes and you just give her romance all night long. without a condom. Now, I do believe though, and this is fucking serious right here. I do believe in safe sex. An unplanned pregnancy is a terrible thing. It'll make you go broke. So always, always, always pull out. The casual push away. Let's say you just made some romance with a lady and you don't want to make any more romance with her. Maybe you were a little bit drunk. You didn't follow my advice, or who knows, but you just made romance with a lady. You don't want to be a total dick and say, hey, you should go home now. But you don't want to spend the rest of the night with this lady. I call this move the casual push away. What you do, guys, the second you ejaculate, completely change your personality. All of a sudden you're a dick that likes to fart, scratch his balls, and talk about bitches you used to fuck. Maybe even say that you've had the clap once or twice but went away with some pills. And next thing you know, I think I'm going to go home. Oh, no, I thought you were going to stay. Well, you know, whatever. I'm not going to force you. Here's some tips for the ladies when it comes to romance. Shave your vagina. Much appreciated. Don't make a lot of noise either. Now, a lot of people say, oh, do you live with your mom? I was like, no, I don't live with my mom. But I have roommates, and I like to be respectful. And plus, it's just fucking annoying, because I think a lot of these girls, they see the porno movies, and they think that's how they're supposed to be, but shut the fuck up. I don't need a girl that's like, that dick's so good! That's such good dick! I like fucking my pussy! It makes you sound like a whore. Here, now we're back to the dudes, the fellas. Here's another tip for making more romance. That's just be yourself, unless you're a rapist. But then I guess if you were a rapist, well, that's not really romance. And last but not least, leave the butthole alone. And a lot of dudes think it's cool to bang a girl in the butt, but I'm going to tell you this right now. It's not. 2 reasons. 1, it smells really, really, really bad. And 2, they might poop on your wiener, and that sucks. So if you're gay, just you and your boyfriend suck each other's penises and hand jobs and stuff, but leave the butthole alone. Romance, baby. Make some. And we're back. Alrighty now. We're almost done. I better stretch out that romance tips. I thought I had more stuff. I also don't know how long I've been recording for. So maybe I will go do the fucking. You know what? You might right now. It's gonna dawn like if there was any just weird cuts in there. But we're gonna go to our corporate sponsors now. First corporate sponsor, because I'm drinking it right now, is some Vitamin Water Zero. That's very delicious. Next corporate sponsor we have is Broken Pipe in Walmart bag, where I keep my resin. Because I ran out of weed and I wanted to get high, and I didn't like this pipe when it was working because it didn't work that well. And there was a lot of untapped resin reserves in there. And so I was like, well, fuck it. I don't fucking use this pipe. Plus it was $10. That's another thing. $10 gas station pipes. If you go down to the gas station off of Littleton, it's in between Littleton, or no, it's on Littleton in between Broadway and Windermere. You'll see it. You know, it's a Littleton Gas and Save. But they have good $10, $8, $9 pipes. And if you don't like one of them and it gets covered in resin, you can't scrape to it. 'Cause this used to be a little bubbler thing, so it was hard to scrape resin, and I didn't. So it accumulated some untapped reserves, and I fucking tapped them. Next corporate sponsor we have here. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me fucking chill out. Ooh. Ha! See, I need my medicine. Now, resin maybe not the best thing. It's not maybe quite as good as like some weed or something, but sometimes you have to make do. And that's what I have to do right now. delicious. Next corporate sponsor is this really generic digital calculator that's really good for if you need to do maths and you don't have your cell phone handy with all sorts of apps and stuff. So, oh, two more. I don't know if you can see those there. Those are basically some wet wipes. And what those are for is cleaning your butthole. Because if you're just using, I don't know what kind of shits you guys take at home, but if you're just using nothing but toilet paper your entire life, your butthole's not the cleanest. And plus, after a long day of work, you're hot, it's nice to just fucking wipe out your butthole of all the sweat that dripped down your ass crack and stuff. And that's really good for getting it out of there. And toilet paper alone just doesn't do the job. And if you want to have a clean butthole, use that shit. And last but not least on our sponsors here is Lexerol. And this is really good if you fuck your back up every once in a while and you need something to make that go away and put you right to sleep. I took some at work one time, like 2 or 3 of those, and I was fucking like literally just like sleeping. Like it was struggle to stay awake, but I toughed it through. I don't know why I have my computer here. I thought it would look cool. Later, maybe in later episodes, we're going to incorporate this. And I can pretend, like, I could have been, when I was doing the memes or the memes, I could have just been pretending, let's pull up some memes here, but I don't want to bullshit the people, so it's just sitting there looking cool right now. Alright, we're rolling right along, not I get excited, I jumble my words up. And we're in high def now, because it's the high def Skimp Killah show in high def. What was I? And then I forgot, but we're just going to move on to jokes now, because that's the next segment. This is just some jokes that I've heard throughout my days that I thought I would share with you. You've probably heard some of these, or maybe you haven't. You can tell them to your friends and they'll laugh. We're going to start off with some preacher and a rabbi jokes. We got 2 of those. Or a priest and a rabbi. So, priest and a rabbi are walking down the street and they see a little boy. Priest leans over to the rabbi and says, "Hey man, let's fuck that little boy." Rabbi looks at the priest and says, "Out of what?" Next one, priest and a rabbi are sitting there talking. They're talking about the collections plate. And the rabbi's like, "Well, what do you do with the money at the end of Sunday after everybody goes home?" He's like, "Well, what I do is I get the plate, and then I draw a circle on the ground, and I fucking take the money and I throw it up, and whatever lands in the circle, is for the church, and whatever's outside of the circle, I keep for myself." The rabbi's like, "Oh, okay." Like the priest asks the rabbi, "Well, what do you do, Rabbi?" He says something a lot similar to that. Like after church gets out, and I think theirs is on Saturday, I get the collections plate, throw it up in the air, and whatever God grabs, he keeps, and the rest is for me. That's a little bit offensive. I just said I don't do race. But that's a religion joke, so it's really, well, it's kind of a race joke. That's the other thing. There's religious Jews, there's ethnic. It's so confusing on who I just offended with those jokes. I don't know. 2 more. We're just gonna do 2 more for you guys. These are some wife jokes. So there's these 3 guys, and they decide they want to be in the CIA, and they've gone through the rigors of training, and they're almost done. And they sit down with the lead commander or whatever, the CIA, and he's like, "All right, guys, you've done the tests and all that bullshit, but we need to make sure that in the time of need, you're going to be able to kill somebody. It might even be like a member of your family. Are you going to be able to do that?" Of course, all 3 of them are like, yeah, sure. So they tell the first guy, they're like, "Well, here's a gun. Your wife's over there in that room. You need to go in there and kill her." And resin's harder to smoke. Weed's a lot better, but resin's good. You gotta go, you gotta go in there and kill her. So he goes in there. 15 minutes later, he comes out crying, gun in hand. He says, "I couldn't do it. It's my wife. I'm just not cut out for this. They're like, you know, it's cool, you know, better we know now than later. Second guy, they're like, all right, you know, I think you, same deal. I think you understand, you know, here's the gun, your wife's in that room over there. You can go in there and kill her. Guy goes in there, 10, 15 minutes later, comes out, crying, gun in hand. I couldn't do it, man, I'm sorry. And they're like, hey, you know, better we know now than fucking later. Give the gun to the third guy, he goes into the room, bam, 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 5 shots go off right in a row. And then 15 minutes later, the husband comes out and they're like, what took you so long? He said, well, some idiot put blanks in the gun, so I had to fucking strangle her. This resin tastes funny, I don't know about it. Our last joke of the evening is this a husband and wife. The wife is on her deathbed, she's dying, it's a sad joke. And the husband's talking to her and she says, you know, before I go, I need to make peace with you, and I need to tell you some things. I need to admit to some bad stuff I've done. It's like, okay, you know. She says, well, I fucked your best friend. He says, oh, honey, that's terrible, that's terrible. She says, no, there's more. I also fucked your cousin. He said, oh, that's awful, just stop. She's like, no, there's more. She's like, I also fucked your dad and 2 of your fucking stepbrothers and your boss and a couple other your friends. He said, stop. She's like, no, I have to. And he said, it's like, Psh, I know everybody you fucked. Like, I poisoned you. One more. You've heard that. This one I stole from Gilbert Gottfried. Guy gets called into the hospital. Fucking wife's been in an accident, so he shows up at the hospital. He's crying, he's a mess. Doctor comes out, he's like, listen, man, I'm level with you. I'm not gonna fucking bullshit you. Like, your wife's really fucked up. Like, neck's broken, she's gonna be paralyzed from the fucking neck down. She's not gonna be able to fucking walk, fucking talk, move. She's basically gonna be a vegetable in a chair, and you're gonna have to take care of her and clean up after her and shit. Husband starts crying, this is awful. As you know, he would. And the doctor looks at him and says, I'm just fucking with you, your wife's dead. That's all the jokes I have for today. And last but not least, on the high def Skimp Killah show in high def for today is happy ending questions. I always wonder, because it seems like a good deal. You go, you get a massage, and then you get jerked off, but how do you know for sure it's a place that does happy endings? Like, I'd assume you look through the phone book, and if there's like sexy ladies in bikinis and they're talking about massage, sorry, burping, that would be a place where you could go and get jerked off, but they can't put those prices there. And that's, you know, if it was, let's say, $50 for a half-hour massage, no, an hour massage, $50 for an hour massage and a jerk, that's a good deal. I'd pay $50 for a back rub for an hour and a jerk off. And that's another thing. Is the jerk off after the 1 hour, or is that part of the 1 hour? And can you get it first? Because I'd almost kind of want the happy beginning. You know, I would get there and then just, she would jerk me off real quick, and then I'd shoot my ejaculation out, and then I'd just be in the perfect mood to just fucking lay down and just blah, and just fucking, you know, get massaged by a sexy Asian lady. So that's just some questions I had about happy endings. Something I kind of want to know. And so if you know anything about these, or if you give happy ending massages, follow me on Twitter. And we always end the high def Skimp Killah show in high def with "My dick is so large." And my dick is so large, it has its own gravitational field. I might have used that one before. My dick is so large, if I laid down on my belly in Alaska and got a boner, we'd get that fucking oil. And people say, well, you still have to pipe it to America. Well, you know what I would do? I would fucking dig a hole, climb down that hole, aim towards America, think about your mom, bam, pipeline motherfucking drilled by my gigantic penis. My penis is so huge, I could use the rings of Saturn as a cock ring, but only when it's soft. My penis is so large, you need the Hubble telescope. I've already said that one to see where it ends. But that's it. I have a big dick. We're in high def. It's Skimp Killah Show. More to come. Follow me on Twitter. High def.